The 15th Commonwealth Games coming to you live and exclusive on 10 from Victoria here in Canada. This is the Saanich pool, the pool that we are dominating. There's 2 more medals up for grab already. We've got 2 golds. Let's go to Stephen Quartermain.
Thanks, Matthew. Men's 200-metre breaststroke final is next. Andrew Aitken from Scotland's in 1. 2 Aussies in lanes 2 and 3. Simon Bequire and Scott Miller. There's the world record. Lopez Zabero. Scott Miller holds the Commonwealth record, 159.79.
A lot of similarity between Martin Lopez Zabero and Scott Miller. They both swim backstroke and medley. Martin Lopez Zabero, obviously the gold medalist in the 200 backstroke from Barcelona.
Swimming in lane 1 for Scotland, Andrew Aitken.
Fairly slow qualifying time, 2:04.32.
Swimming for Australia in lane 2, Simon Bequire.
And 2:3.41 this morning was his personal best.
In lane 3, swimming for Australia, Scott Miller.
A slow heat of 2:3.18, but he's the only man in the field to have broken 2 minutes.
In lane 4, swimming for England, Adam Rookwood.
Fastest qualifier, 2:02.20.
In lane 5, swimming for Canada, Chris Renaud.
2:02.85.
In lane 6, swimming for Canada, Kevin Draxinger.
Veteran, 2:03.23, still swimming well.
In lane 7, swimming for Canada, Gary Anderson.
Well, he's, still the holder of the Commonwealth Games record? Yes, he would be.
In lane 8, swimming for England, Matthew O'Connor.
2:04.46. Great interest for Australia in Scotty Miller, who's over there in lane 3.
Gary Anderson from lane 7, the reigning champion in this event. But Scott Miller, lane 3. He's going to have his work cut out. Simon Bequire in 2. This is going to be a tremendous race.
Yes, no certainty in this race, that's for sure. Adam Rookwood, fastest qualifier this morning.
When Miller broke 2 minutes and set the Commonwealth record, he went through in 59.35 and came back in 1:04 to give you an idea of how even he swims.
From those splits, you'll probably imagine that lane 4 and lane 5, that's Rookwood and Renaud, will probably go out a little bit faster than Miller in the first 100. Miller will have to catch him in the third 50.
Remember Scott Miller's sensational finish last night.
Take your mark.
Final of the men's 200 backstroke. Lanes to watch for Australia are 2 and 3. Simon Bequire and Scott Miller. And Simon Bequire off to a fantastic start. He is leading the race up the first 50. The man from Victoria. Miller's next to him in lane 3. Also started well. Rookwood 4, Renaud 5, Draxinger 6. It's a very even race up the first 50. But the Australians doing well, particularly Simon Bequire. But as they turn for the first 50, I'd say it's probably lane 4 in front, just Rookwood ahead of Renaud.
And round they go, yes, it's lane 4, time 28.81, a good speed. Miller only just behind them.
Tremendous turn from Rookwood there. He gained a little bit on Miller on that, but don't worry about Miller being behind. He's going to come at him in the third lap.
And Miller was a lot closer than he was in the heat this morning, that's for sure. Bequire going well in lane 2. Miller a little bit behind in 3. Leading the race is lane 4. That's Adam Rookwood from England. And Renaud from Canada going okay in 5. Draxinger's up there from Canada in 6. They'll turn at the 100-metre mark. And Draxinger from lane 6 coming into it. He's turned first.
That's almost right on the Commonwealth record, but here's where we see Miller come through.
Miller's making his move now, so is Bequire. He's getting a little bit slower than the Commonwealth record pace, but he's coming through and he's catching up to Rookwood.
Draxinger in front, narrowly from Adam Rookwood. Draxinger looking the good. Scott Miller's still got a lot of ground to make up, so has Simon Bequire. And at the moment, it's Draxinger from Canada, Rookwood from England, doing very, very well. They turn with 50 metres to go, and it could be Rookwood in lane 4 again, just in front. It is.
Yes, Rookwood's just in front. There's not much there. We're looking for Miller over in lane 3. The last lap is about a body length behind.
And here comes Miller and Bequire. They're having a go at Rookwood. They're second and third. Rookwood and Draxinger in lane 6 still doing well.
They seem to have too much ground to make up, though. Adam Rookwood from England is too far in front. The Australians won't catch him, surely not from this distance. Adam Rookwood Rockwood is swimming very, very strongly. He's going to win this race easily, the Englishman. Adam Rockwood's going to finish first. Maybe Scott Miller will get the silver. But Rockwood's got the gold. Fantastic swim from him. In second position was Traxinger from Canada, and Scott Miller will settle for the third, and Simon McQuire has finished fifth.
What a tremendous swim from Adam Rockwood. He did qualify fastest, best heat swim this morning, but all eyes were on Scott Miller. 202.43 for Miller. Tremendous swim from McGuire in fifth position.
Day 3, Commonwealth Games record has been set. That's a good swim, just over 2 minutes. So we're seeing a bit more variation in day 3, and I think we anticipated that would happen because of the closeness in the standard between these swimmers.
That's right, and the English team very happy. We see Rockwood on screen now. He went out very hard. He's got a terrific technique. Went out hard. He's got a good lead on Miller, and he's able to maintain that right through to the end.
Adam Rockwood, what an impressive performance. 2 minutes, 0.79 seconds, a new Commonwealth Games record. Traxinger from Canada finished second, just ahead of Australia's Scott Miller. And the other Aussie in the field, Simon McQuire, came in fifth. So Norman, the Canadians and the Englishmen now starting to make their move in the pool. They're away behind Australia, of course, but they both got 2 gold apiece now.
Yes, this is more like a standard game swimming program tonight, where you see various countries. Everybody's got gold medals of the 3 major countries. New Zealand as yet haven't won one, but it's always been England, Canada and Australia, not necessarily in that order, but they're the 3 countries you expect to see in the pool. New Zealand, I'm sure, I hope they do win something before the program is over. And of course, South Africa, now they're back and will be probably amongst the medals in 4 years' time.
And Scott Miller, he took him a while to get out of the pool. He looks fairly tired after that effort. He's speaking to Sandra Sully.
Well, that was a big effort, Scott.
Very slow, that's all I can say.
You were struggling in the heat this morning, weren't you?
Yeah, well, you know, I didn't want to admit it, but I knew I was in trouble after this morning's swim. And I just tried to put it behind my head and just get out there and try to do be a different person and try to do a different swim tonight, and it just didn't work.
It's very hard to back up again the second day, isn't it?
Yeah, well, you know, I found it hard at trials to do it, and then this time round after the fly, after winning last night, I was on a high, and you know, I expect to come in tonight and win. I mean, that was 3 seconds slower than my best.
Listen, you shouldn't be disappointed. There's no disgrace in a silver medal. We're all very happy for you.
Bronze.
I'm sorry, a bronze.
Oh, well, them's the breaks.
Look, congratulations, please.
Thank you very much.
Well done, Scott Miller. There's no reason to be too disappointed. He tried his best, and that's all you can do. So Scott Miller now has 1 gold to his credit and 1 bronze medal. We'll take a break. Don't forget the relay coming up soon. Women's 4x100 metres.